Hi, it's Getting Baked with Di. Today we're going to make my Canna cheese puffs, but we're going to herb it up a little bit. I love cooking with cannabis because it heals and also it's delicious, but so are other herbs. Today I'm going to use a little bit of fresh basil from my garden, organically grown, and a little bit of oregano. So this will give it a nice little Italian herby flavor. First of all, what we need, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. This is optional. I think it makes them puff up better. We need to grate up 8 ounces of extra sharp cheddar cheese. I prefer organic. If you are battling cancer or any autoimmune disease, quite frankly, any kind of illness, you don't need any preservatives, you don't need Roundup, you don't need any of that. Organic. I have already made my organic butter, Canna butter, using 1 stick of organic butter. Please check out my videos on decarbing cannabis and on making Canna butter. First, we are going to put the softened Canna butter into our cheddar cheese, scraping every bit of it. All right, going to mix that up thoroughly. We want all of the fat in the cheese to marry with all of the Canna butter and to be evenly distributed. We were discussing today on one of our Facebook cannabis groups about the importance of stirring. You can't make gummies or anything and not stir it around before molding or making something, or it won't be evenly distributed. You need to know that every single edible has the same amount of medication. Okay, now I'm going to add the basil that I have chiffonaded. That's just basically where you roll up your basil, you layer the leaves, you layer them, and then you just roll them up like you're doing a joint, like you're going to roll a joint. And then on the cutting board, just chop, 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 and then I'll chop them up a little bit more. So we're going to add that to our cheese and Canna butter mixture. Next, in this bowl, I have sifted, you don't have to sift it, I think it makes it better. I've sifted 1 cup of flour, use organic if you have it, especially if you have cancer, and the 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Oh, I always forget the spices, one moment. I love crushed red pepper. You can use cayenne pepper, red pepper. You could even use hot sauce. I'm going to add some of that to my dry ingredients, 2 or 3 shakes, because I like it hot and spicy. Next, I'm going to add the cheese, Canna butter, herb mixture into the dry ingredients. Our flour, trying to get every bit of it out as we can. And then all we have to do is mix it up. Put it back in the container. Into the refrigerator, it will go to chill. Probably an hour is best. If you're in a hurry, you could do 30 minutes. And as I've said in my previous videos, if you need to hurry up and get some pain relief right now, you can go ahead and bake this right now. They're just going to be more like cheese cookies instead of puffs. So that's up to you. But if you chill them, it'll all come together, all the flavors will marry, and they'll puff up nicely for you in the oven. You will bake these at 350 for about 12 minutes. They're going to be soft to the touch, and they basically continue cooking after they come out of the oven. If you want to bake them a little bit lower to preserve the THC levels even more, you could bake them, and I have many times, bake them at 330 for about 15 minutes. All right, set that aside. And as you can see here, we're going to just mix this all together. And when it becomes one big ball of dough, we'll put it back in our container. Into the refrigerator it will go. And then, after it chills, I will be back to bake them up for you. And we'll give them a good try. I hope you'll try making these. And if you have any suggestions about recipes you would like me to try on here, I'd love to do that. Just, private message me, inbox me, comment. And also, please like, share, subscribe on YouTube. We'll be coming to Instagram soon. I don't know why. I guess the reason I say we is because I have a service dog venture, which you'll meet soon, because I'm going to make a birthday cake for him on here, live in November. And you'll be seeing him quite a bit. And so I just always think of myself as we, because I always include my service dog venture. So anyway, I will be on Instagram soon, though. Getting Baked with Di will be. Never been on Instagram. It'll be an experience. It is starting to come together. You just keep mixing until it comes into one big ball of dough. And I will complete this, put it back in my container, back in the fridge. When it's all chilled, I'll come back and bake them up for you. So let's get baked together. Stay tuned and high. You all go and roll one, and I'll be back soon. Namaste.